They are watching.
Time to get up and do the needful. Time to get up.
Look at that man in Cameroon today. A man that wheezes on his body. He can't even stand. He can't even stand.
Yeah.
There's one other country show. People that cannot even take a decision on their own. And they stay abroad and run their country. This is what they call democracy. And the West, all the Western countries support him.
And they arrest through Ayuba.
Exactly.
Hey.
And all the Western countries support him.
Yeah.
Because they're eating from the land.
He cannot write a speech. He cannot speak. And they still put his name again and his name in another new election.
Yeah.
This is the democracy that brings him to Africa.
That is their democracy.
So if you are a Biafran and you are partying, that is what you are partying. You are partying your debt. This is exactly what you are partying. When you are jubilating for this nonsense yesterday, this is what you are jubilating. You have already sold your generation out, but not us.
Only a mad person will celebrate when your Janjaweed are celebrating. You open your platform. Oh, it's man. You think it's bad? These people are fools. You think it's about Master Simon Ekpa? Master Simon Ekpa 6 years. You think this is about him? You think that sentence is about Master Simon Ekpa? Every sensible Biafran know that has nothing to do with Master Simon Ekpa. It is about you. It is about me. It is about every single one of us. Where has this Western democracy worked? Just like my sister said, they're not even practicing this. Look at the world powers you see. Look at what Russia is practicing. And they are doing very well. Look at China.
Yeah.
China, the strongest economy in the world today.
Yeah.
You see their system.
Do you know that China closed their door on the West for good 30 years? They refused the West to enter China for 30 years. Go and check history. If you want to build your nation, you must reject these people and reject anything that look like them. That is the only way you can go. Because when they come with confusion, lies, deceit, just name it. That's how they eat. That is the way they roll. There is nothing that feeds them like that. It's only lying, causing confusion. Look at what they put Ukraine people to be suffering today. But that is their doom. That has caused. That's why I tell the Biafrans, you people, don't worry. They have gone already. Watch and see. 2 years is too much. They gave our PM everything plus and minus 2 years, which we are going to appeal on. And it's not going to. Before that time, they themselves, they're already on their knees. So they are already blackouts in Paris. 400 and something thousand jobs lost. Go. It's only Burkina Faso and few. Don't worry. Africa has to get up, and our recognition must come from our continent, not from across the ocean. It's not possible.
Every one of us must stop putting our hope on any messiah from the West. Stop it. It is going to be difficult, but we have to do what we have to do by ourselves. We have to do what we have to do by ourselves. We still believe there are still men of conscience out there. One day, Chukwu Okike will raise a stone to speak that word, that language they don't want to hear, that thing they are hiding, they are pressing down. A voice will rise among them to speak that language.
Even if you check well, in the same West now, the only thing we have to go to the drawing table and come down and check. Even in the West, in this very Europe, there are few presidents that are not aligning with these globalists. They are their problem. There are few presidents that has recognized this problem and are saying no to it. Even them, they have counted it where they counted you because they are darkness. They don't want to see light. Those are the people, the voices that we also can make use of in their midst to do what? To go and fight them. When we want to appeal, I'm talking now to my government because it's not about Ngozi Orebeze. It is not about her at all. It is about us. If we appeal in Finland and finish that, if any other place we have to appeal carefully. We have to check those presidents that are not aligning with them. Because you see, these ones we know, few ones that everyone ring their names. They are the globalists, they are the people, they are the ones that spoil the continent, their own Europe now. Because they brought immigrants. Why? Because they want to rig election. They want to suppress their own people. You know, during COVID, that time I have my channel. All what I was telling them, I said, what you planted for Africa has already haunted you. Because you have done your wickedness in Africa that you have no other wickedness to unleash. You came back to your own people and you are unleashing it because it's the only thing you know how to do. And now it is haunting you. This very corona is going to eat you people up. That videos, even till tomorrow, they are still sending message, even when I don't even do video, that they are deleting my video. They are deleting my video. I was telling them because the Holy Spirit was telling me that this is where the liberation come from. Look, these people lost it from that corona they manufactured. And this is their end. We must not lose focus. We must not lose focus. And we must not lose focus. What we need now is focus. Double what we are doing. We are there. Themselves, they know. They are watching us, so what we will do. Because all what they know about Africa is that when you do, Africa will go back. But this time around, Nanki Bazwa, it's not the same Africa they deceived. It's not the same Africa. We are now living with them. We see their paradise. We see their heaven. We know how it tastes. And we know where we are coming from. And we know where they eat from. So it's you, we will be the biggest fool to fall again in their nonsense lies. Never again.
Thank you, my beloved sister. So, my fellow Biafrans, as we are paying attention and looking and seeing, I want us now to pay attention to what to expect next. Let us reason together the next step, what to expect. Now that they have pronounced their verdict, which we reject in totality, the next thing that is on board. One of the first things that we expect now is the appeal right. We have to use that appeal right. Just as they read in their verdict, they said the sentencing by Finland Pinjan Tama District Court is not final. It is not final. Our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has the right to appeal to a higher Finnish court to contest the judgment, potentially on grounds such as procedural concern or interpretation of intent.
They even give us what the line of our appeal to show you, like our brother said, one of our brothers said, in the beginning they talk about these 6 years to show you that these people are compelled to do what they are doing, what they did. It's not like they are also happy to do what they did, but they are compelled to do, because if they are giving us our lines of appeal, that shows you something. And if we have heard about this sentence from the beginning, that's also talk to us volumely. Plus our own that are already started changing documents and everything. The ones that you kick off Borono from the womb of their own mother. Let's continue.
So every one of us should pay attention, and I pray that our Prime Minister is going to exhaust every necessary means. We are going to follow it to the highest level. We will show that at the end of the day, there will be nothing left. Even if they want to uphold that their verdict to the highest level, we need to pursue it. We will not let it rest until we get to the highest court and hear what the verdict will be. With our faith and trust in Chukwu Okike, and still, I believe there is still a possibility of a man of conscience in that very country. We have heard about the good job that the godfather of our Prime Minister is doing in that very place, writing to so many places. We still have an opportunity. This very verdict is not final. That is one thing we should know. It is not final. We are still going to test it to the highest level. Because from every look of things, there are so many things that are wrong. So many things that are wrong with this very verdict. Because when you look at it, one of the disturbing one is accusing Mazi Simon Ekpa as being a member of terrorist organization. I say, when the self-determination becomes a crime, and what is that terrorist organization? Is it the brigade that came to Finland twice to conduct a program with permission from the government? Because Mazi Simon Ekpa went to them, even on camera, he went to them and told them his intent. There was nothing he did without informing them. There was nothing he did in secret. They were informed. So on what ground are they, on what basis are they putting all those things up? It is very important that we have to exhaust this appeal right. This appeal right must be exhausted to the highest level. We don't have to stop to where we are. So for those who are concerned, who are involved, and our Prime Minister and the legal team that are standing for him, they must, it is important they exhaust every single right he has. Exhaust it. Let's do what we have to do as a human, and then left the rest for God. Because we cannot all fold our hands and relax. So this is the first part of it that I want us to discuss about before we go into the next part. In this appeal right, I want us to make contributions on it. What do we think? Is it not right for us to pursue the appeal right immediately without wasting of time? It doesn't matter. Let's exhaust it to the highest level. What do you think? My brother Christian, please take the mic and lead us on this. Let's see. What do you think?
What do you want me to? What you said?
I talked about what to expect. The next step that we are supposed to take now on what has transpired. The next step now that is online. Number one is this appeal right. Is it not right for us to pursue the appeal immediately, exhaust the appeal right?
Oh yeah.
No matter what the outcome will be.
Oh no, of course it's a natural. It's something to expect. I mean, it's natural. It is the right thing to do. Just appeal. No, nevertheless, I mean, how can I put it now? Yeah, it is the right thing to do, but at the same time, there's like how there's a way they would like to satisfy. There's a proverb or whatever. Yeah, they just have to appeal and see what happens, but we know the game plan. I mean, if you don't know what is going on, Simon Ekpa doesn't belong I mean, come on now, everybody know this. We know the terrorists and we know those who are fighting for their freedom. It's as simple as ABC. We have never, from the time we've been advocating for our freedom from Nigeria, we've never gone to Abuja or to Lagos or to Kano, whatever, any part of the country, to throw bombs, to carry out a suicide mission. This is not what we do. But we will fight like hell to defend our lives from being taken away, from being snuffed out of our life. We will not sit down, fold our hand, and allow the terrorist Nigerian government to continuously continue to come and kill us. We won't do that. Just because we want to please the globalists, just because we want them so that they won't call us name. No, it's not going to happen. What Simon Ekpa did is simply mobilize these people to be able to defend, at least give yourself a chance of fighting back, protecting, saving your life. Well, it is the same thing as we speak now, that the Musa, the Fulani guy, the soldier guy, and so many other people are telling people to go and train and go and equip themselves to defend themselves, because they know that the country has been taken over by the terrorists, by the Fulanis, who are bent on slaughtering people to take their ancestral land, occupy it. So this is that. If not for the effort of Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa, I don't know what would have become of our people now back home. So everybody knows that they can pretend all they want because they are evil. That the Finland has decided to join this bandwagon is because they are fundamentally evil, And because that's what happened. You are responsible for decision you take. It doesn't matter whatever it is. Your decision to join good or bad is your own responsibility. They know. Simon Ekpa is not. It doesn't. We don't believe in terrorism. No. We abhor terrorism, but we cannot fold our hand and let you come and take us out. So obviously, they have to appeal and see what happens. But none of those things is gonna stop us, make us change. Our resolve is final. Is Biafra or Biafra? That is simple as that. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. So no matter what will be the outcome, we must fulfill all righteousness.
Exactly.
We must do that to the highest level, not paying attention to whatever is with the outcome. So, my brother Kochux, what do you think? Do you think the appeal is necessary, or we should forget about it? Are you there, Coachus? I can see my beloved brother Maxwell is there with us. My brother Max, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us. Bro Max, take the mic and speak to us, bro Max.
Thank you so much, Massachusetts. Good morning from my own end here. Good morning to Mazi, Christian, and the coaches.
Massachusetts,
good morning to my brothers and sisters in the comment section. I say, may God continue to bless each and every one of you.
You see?
Give us the strength to stand this trial time, this stormy time that we have found ourselves. We, at least by now, we must have known the problems therein in freedom fighting, and whatever that comes up out of it is what we are going to take. Simon Ekpa also said, for every freedom fighter that is fighting for a genuine cause and for the freedom of his or her own people, has only 3 places in his or her life to live: 1 jail, prison, and 6 feet. Once we decide, during my time, I decided to join the army. It was my self-conviction that made me to join the army. And I knew that in the process, there are quite about 2 things or 3 things. It's either I am killed in the war front, badly wounded, or I come out alive. These are the 3 things. So for someone who is fighting for his or her freedom, these 3 things must be our, key points. And that will not. Once we recognize that, I don't think we will be afraid of whatever that the outcome will be when it is going to be. Biafrans are not terrorist people. They are fighting just like each and every one of them had done in the past. They fought for their own freedom. Blood was shed. So many things happened. Today, they are where they are. The Biafrans are doing the same thing that they did in the past. Coming out now, turning around to call them terrorists, charge them, put them to court, sentence them. It's an act of hypocrisy. And God is going to fight you for it. Just like we don't have the power to fight you. With this little effort that we have made, and we will continue to make, God will fight you for what you have done to these unarmed, innocent people, weaklings that doesn't have any power to challenge you. If Biafra had been a country, I don't think that this nonsense will happen. If Biafra has been recognized long time ago, even during the time of Ojukwu and Efiong, this nonsense will not be. We won't be this. We won't be talking like this. People will not be using us as a punching bag or something to make mockery of. I saw another post. I do not know whether it is true. Mazi Chicks, you can confirm it. Abike Dabri came out to say that Nigerians, Igbos are the ones making water. I saw it in this one-man show. Igbos are the West Nigerians abroad. I don't know when she said that.
She has been saying it. It's not the first time. If you are just hearing it now, maybe you are not paying attention.
No, I heard. I know. We discussed it here severally, but this particular one that they are discussing now, after all the things that we have said, after all the evidences that we have provided, that it is not even their own monarch is committing fraud, COVID-19 fraud, she will still come back and say this. Glory be to God. Nothing must make us to relent. Nothing must make Biafrans to back down. Nothing whatsoever. Not now. If there is any time we will back down, not now. Not now. We are strong people. Yes, we have a lot of our elders, our politicians in Biafra land that are not supporting us. But we must make sure, like the proverb that I always say, the hawk that descended from the sky and picked up a chick, and that chick was crying. When people ask the chick, why are you crying? Say, no, I'm not crying. Shouting that that thing that is holding me will leave me. But I want to make sure that the word hears. The word, the people hear his voice. So these are some of the things that we're supposed to be doing. Wherever we were doing one, we must double it. We must double it this time around. We must double every effort that we are doing. We have done in the past, in this present time, because if we wait for people, they will not come. And this thing that we are fighting demands a lot of finances. It demands a lot of finances. They are squandering the natural resources that God has given, blessed the Biafran people with. They are using it, harnessing it to fight our people. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? These people have occupied the land of Biafra. They are illegal occupying the land of Biafra. They are exploiting the natural resources that is beneath the soil of the Biafran people. Instead, they are using it to fight us. Is there no time that we will get a foundation, a place we will call our own, use as a launching point against these people? Instead, oku yanyu. Instead, oku yanyu. Tankogu. What are we going to do? Are we relying on America? These people cannot help us. If you look at the conglomerates, the businesses, big companies and factories that they have most of them are owned by these people. It generates a lot of money, hard currency for them. How do you think that they would move away from that and begin to support us? They will not. It is our action that is going to determine what we are going to do. The diplomatic process has been conducted by the United States of Biafra must be stiff and tough. I believe that they are doing what they can. We don't have enough. But let's continue to maximize the little that we have. God is going to see us through. God will bless each and every one of us and will support us and magnify whatever that we have done. We should not lose hope. As a citizen of of Finland, Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra, has every right to appeal. He is going to appeal. It is, I think he has about a week to 30 days, 7 days to 30 days to appeal. Let them appeal it and let's exhaust it. How did they say it in Igbo language? Always through there is one ant that is always bite people in the farm. I don't know them what I don't know what the Central Igbo calls it. It's a black it is always in the farm. No, we cannot, because we are going to exit in the spirit compound. Then we refuse to dig the hole of this Angahia. We must continue to dig this hole until we get to the Amando Momo. As far as we're concerned, we must continue to dig it. We must exhaust everything known to man legally to see if there is a way we will overturn this idiotic and reckless ruling that they have passed upon our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Thank you so much, Master Chips.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother Christian. Max, I appreciate you for that wonderful contribution. You have spoken well, and Biafrans are listening. There's a time for every one of us to be very, very strong. Do not allow anything to distract you. Do not allow anybody to bring any form of confusion to you. Every one of us must pay attention to the situation that we are in. No matter the propaganda, no matter the blackmail, no matter what you see or what you hear, don't allow yourself to be distracted. Let us take a short break and then we come back and continue on this very line of thought.
I don't enter one chance, I swear, I go with the go. Yes, men, they kill us every day for them busy, they campaign again. After they failed all the promises they made, oh, them they praise themselves. Why the masses were supposed to give them the praises we they are they run to? Move it down. I blame it on the religious leaders. I blame it on the traditional rulers. People were supposed to fight for the people, they don't compromise. Shame on the rebellious brothers. People will cry with us during answers. Today them don't join those oppressors, the EJ love. Something on the smell of. Very soon now we go perceive. We have a way this government they cause my time bomb. It go soon explode. Revolution they come. It is very close at the film. When the power of the people we triumph, the power of the people in power. They no even care, they no even send. Say the people they die of hunger. Hungry dog is an angry dog. One day you go bite the owner. Idle man is the devil workshop. Many youths for Nigeria no good job. And the country the youths got no future. The country is gone, that's on period. Move it on. I blame it on the judiciary leaders. I blame it on the electoral officials. People were supposed to save the nation, but they collected bribe. Shame on the armed forces. People were supposed to protect the masses. One of them they shoot us anytime they hear our voice.
Thank you. Welcome back, every one of us that is on this platform. We know the situation we are in and what is before us. It is a time for us to be more serious on what we are doing. It is a time for us to have a moment of reflection to see where we are coming from and where we are going, and also to look into the verdict that is coming from Finland and reject it in totality, because it has no stance. It will never stand. It doesn't matter how they say it. It doesn't matter under which umbrella they say it. For the fact that they get those information from a terrorist government called Nigeria, a terrorist government, not because we, the Biafrans, call that government a terrorist government, a court in Canada have pronounced it and said that this very country called Nigeria, the ruling parties, APC and PDP, are terrorist organizations. And these ruling parties produce the people that are in charge, running the affairs of that country today. It is a very simple way of telling you that Nigeria is a terrorist country. There is no way a terrorist group of terrorists will be running an organization, and yet you begin to associate that organization as a normal organization. It is not. So when we say Nigeria is a terrorist country, it is not just a blackmail, or we say that of hate or ignorance. No, it is something that is confirmed. And for the fact that a black man is saying it, people won't believe. Even our fellow brothers and sisters will not believe. But a foreign country has confirmed it. Finland confirmed it. And today it is very, very clear to every one of us that Nigeria is a terrorist country. And it is so sad that one of the countries that claim to have a good stance in human rights finally is working with information coming from a terrorist government. A country that has zero reputation in human rights. A country that lies about every single act, including lying against governments of the world. But yet, because of political interests, economic interests, Finland have decided to dent their image and align with a terrorist country. And history is going to record this verdict that they pronounced yesterday. Even though we know we reject it and it will not stand, we are going to challenge it to the highest level. We will exhaust all the means at our disposal. Regardless what the result might be, we will exhaust all those means. So wherever you are as a Biafran, you must tighten up your belt. Confusion is going to increase. Temptations are going to increase. Obstacles will increase. Tighten your belt. Tighten your belt. Test every single spirit. Every information you hear, test it. Watch before you speak. If you don't have an answer to an issue, it is not mandatory that you must speak. If you don't have an answer to a topic, it is not mandatory. There is no law that says that you must contribute in everything that flies around you. There are certain things that you see that are not necessary. Don't talk about it. Ignore it and move on. Simply because we have a more serious thing at our hand. This is not a time to pay attention to blackmail, propaganda. It is a time of sober reflection, to know where we have made some little mistakes, or where we need to add more fire, where we need to adjust, and then continue to push on. As for our freedom, as for Biafra, it is unstoppable. It is the project of Chukwu Okike Abiama, not the project of a man, and nobody can stop it. So our brother Peacemaker, is it Peaceman? Use 2 minutes and speak to us. Let's hear you, Peaceman. Go ahead and talk to us.
Ndewo.
Dalo, Peaceman.
Yeah. Yem na say kam so ya n'Igbo biko.
Ganiru.
Yeah. Yem na say mekwu na ndị Finland. Echefuole na ha nwa wo de Finland the lock. Nwete their own freedom. Anyị nwa wụkwanụ ndị Biafra na chọkwanụ nwere onwe anyị. Ha nwa asị anyị nwa nwe ha rights. Gị lekwela anya Joe Biden kwuru na Africa problem is not his priority. I repeat myself again, African problem is not his priority. Then we hear gbasara ya no, ihe gbasara Africa. Na ndị Biafra, anyị nwa na egego ihe ni Joe Biden kwuru, na enwe ihe gbasara ha nwa na ndị ojii. Unu na-eche mgbe ndị USA na ndị obodo ọzọ ndị ọcha shi na Britain na England ka ya na Germany ga-abịa nyere nna aka ka m na-enweta nwere onwe nnụ na-akọ bullshit. Enweghị onye ga-abịa lụla nnọkụ. Otu akpọrọla Simon Ekpa now. This is the beginning of the enemy to strike. Don't think we will just fold our hands because of they are holding Simon Ekpa and they are holding Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Everything is over. Everything is not over. They are coming to strike, and we don't have to fold our hands for these people to strike us. We don't have to fold our hands for these people to strike us. They arrested Simon. What about Gumi? What about Gumi? Gumi said that they should arm IPOP should fight to fight themselves. Ndibo, tete no nona, nuna tete nona. Ogadrani very hard. Ogadrani very hard. because now Gemani, Umani are the stronger, chic to come back to fight this freedom to the end, because Biafra is the last hope for Igbo man and for the next Biafrans, because we cannot fold our hands, our enemy take over our land. It's a very big shameful thing to us. It's a very, we don't have to depend to Simon Ekpa. We don't have to depend to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. We are all fighting the same thing. We are all fighting to get Biafra. We don't have to hope on these two people. We have to come together and fight the last battle. If not, we will remain slave in Nigeria. The plan of these people are not going to take these people 3 weeks to start their game, because this is their plan. Now they have hold our leader, Simon. I'm not sure that Simon will stay there 6 years. It's not possible. Maybe things can turn around that he will come out next year. It's possible. So thank you, my brother, for giving me this chance to speak. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You're welcome, my brother. You're welcome. I appreciate you for your contribution. Go ahead, bro Max.
To support what my brother just said right now. Yesterday, if you see the attack is coming left, right, and center, especially from those that we don't have. We are Biafrans, but we don't have the same ideology with them and their way of doing things. I saw a post yesterday, and I laughed. Unlike me, what a brother was telling the brother, his or her brothers. Oh, that now that Simon Ekpa has been jailed and sentenced 6 years, it is now for them now to intensify effort now to crush his men on the ground and to find way again to deal with the one in America, the lady in America. This is exactly what these people are talking about. That is the reason why, yesterday or day before yesterday, when the day when this ruling was made, I spoke about the DPM, acting prime minister, as it is now. That woman needs solid protection from the United States of Biafra. So we will not allow what happened to happen again. And that is exactly where we must target right now. The diplomatic process and the diplomatic department of the United States of Biafra must be activated in full force in order to make sure that whatever that happens must not be like the experience that we have in the past. Because these people will not relent. They are being supported and funded by those that wants us dead. That is what I have. These are some of the things that I've discovered. Because out of the abundance of the heart, mouth speaketh. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother Max. Every one of us that is watching, we must have to continue to strengthen ourselves, continue to build our minds, and continue to also think on the direction to go. As I said before, it's a moment of reflection also for us to reflect and see what we are supposed to do that we have not done, and those that we are going to take out for now. It's a time to put every single thing and information to test. That will help us to be able to forge ahead. And we are discussing on things to expect. We are discussing on things to expect. We just spoke about, we are still on, I think our brother Max have spoken on this issue, and brother Christian has spoken on it, and the other brother also spoken, but I think Sister John have not spoken on this very issue. The next thing to expect, number one, that we are talking about now is the issue of the appeal. Should we exhaust this appeal right or ignore it? it is a very important thing to do. Personally, I support it, and many people here are supporting it, that we should go into it as fast as we can, exhaust it, regardless what the outcome may be. It is something that has to, this is the next step. We can't just fold our hands and continue to watch or continue to lament. We have to be doing something right away. So what do you think, Sister Ijoma? What is your contribution towards that? What do you think?
Brachus, please, are you hearing? Brachus, are you hearing me?
Hold on, Sister Ijoma is speaking. After her, you can come.
Okay.
Thank you, Mazichus, for giving me the mic again. Of course, it's the right thing to do is to file the appeal immediately. In fact, it was after this their verdict that I heard that the lawyer representing our Prime Minister was even imposed on us, that they didn't allow us to take our own choice of lawyer. It was just this, I'm just hearing it. You know, we must appeal. And you know, the first appeal is going, I said it earlier, it's going to be in the same place where the whole thing happened. And if we are not satisfied, we look for another European country and appeal. But we have to be careful of the choices we make when we go to appeal. And the country, because these ones, we know their names, they are not the only European countries. We have to make our research very well and know those people that has voted the people that love their own people, that want to do the right thing for their own people. Because all these ones we are hearing their names, they have already sold out, even their own people. They are working for their own interests, just like African managers they put there are working for them. They are working for their caucus and their cultists before their people. No matter we talk about their interests, it's just that, how to destroy what God has created. So when we are making a choice, United States of Biafra government, it's not just a choice of just go and talk, just go and do it. This is time to dig deep. This is time to follow history. This is time to do research before you choose who you want to align to or to align with you. This is very crucial time. This line we are will either make us or break us. In all, we must not forget our recognition and our independence cannot come first from across the ocean. That is the truth of the matter. And God has made it easy. Because if it was before, when there was no African country that has woken up, that would be an impossible case. God is doing his own thing the way he does. It is left for us to see from the Spirit what God is aligning for us and make good use of it at the right time. Time is very important in this case now. Time is very crucial and very important. And as we are doing it, we must not neglect our military. We must not neglect that. We must not. All join together. So the first thing is to go and appeal. Them themselves know that they did the wrong thing. That is why they are the first to tell us to go and appeal if we can, and give us the line of our appeal, the statement to appeal on, because they know they did the wrong thing. They know it is not right. They know, them themselves, they know. So even at that appeal, I know, even if anything that come out that is not to our favor, we must not stop there. But one thing we have to know in this very point, like we always know from the beginning, that we don't have to trust men. We have to trust God. At the same time, we will do what we can do for God to do what we cannot do. That is where we are now. And doing what you can do means you also articulating very, very well before you move. It's not just, now we can see that their laws are not working anywhere. Now we can see that the law they put, themselves cannot respect it. Now we can see that their stomach also is number one. So we have to think on that line also, and to know who among them is standing for the real truth, for humanity. For humanity. It's very, very few, very difficult, but there are. That is where we will look into. Like you said, God will raise somebody that will be the one that stands. and speak the right thing. Just like Russia is standing against them today. They never see this day coming, that this day will come when one of them with the same color of them will be the one to help to bring them where they're supposed to be. So there is nothing impossible for God to do. The only thing that will be bad is for us to give up. Consistency remains the key in everything we are doing. In everything we are doing. Our PM, even with their stupid verdict we rejected yesterday, is not going to stay up to 3 years and come out, which we are going to appeal on. So we are also not going to imagine those that want to wait for PM to come out, those that are waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out. If we are waiting, on which platform will you stand to appeal now? Who would come to do this appeal? So any Biafran and anyone that is telling you to wait for these people to come out for you to appeal, or singing the past praises of these people, meanwhile they are putting their pictures and they are doing whatever they are doing against them, know that that person is not for you. Know that that person has been bought. There is no two ways about it. There is no two ways about it. Either that person is bought by paid, or that person is bought by his own or